They know how to make planes. So Boeing also makes planes, the ones that you fly into different cities, into different countries and everything. But I don't actually build them. I only help build the propulsion system for satellites. But we do also build planes. There's actually a really cool plane over there that you can fly with the fan.
See, I've done that. She's cool.
You did it? It's cool, right? I did that too. You like what? Oh, you should do that too. Do you like planes? Yeah, planes are cool. I like planes. I would love to work on planes because I fly in them a lot. But yeah. Any other questions? No? Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Brittany Seal. I'm actually also a propulsion engineer, but for the Boeing company. So just real quick, I have some freebies. I have these really cool stress ball crew capsules, which are new. I have a lot of them, so a lot of you raise your hand when I ask a question. These are being built right now and being tested, and will help bring people to the International Space Station. So you can keep this on your desk as a little motivator when homework gets really hard, which is what I like to do. I have like a little satellite, or I used to have a little satellite on my desk in college that helped me remember, like, okay, you're doing this for a reason. You can do this. So the Boeing company builds these, right? What else does Boeing build? Yeah. Right there, yeah. Yeah. Good. Did you say, what did you say? Airplanes, okay, so I'm not gonna throw this because I do not have any hand-eye coordination. So, you can go get this. What else does Boeing build? Yeah. What? No. No. What? Go ahead. What? Sort of. You can do this. But okay, I will pass these out to a lot of you yeah, go ahead.
Spaceship.
We build parts for rockets. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. You get one. For sure. One more. You go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, good job. That's right. Okay, so I am a satellite propulsion engineer. I brought this really old thruster and half of a tank in the back there. So let me talk about myself a little bit more, which I'm not good at doing, so I diverted that question really quickly. I graduated with a chemical engineering degree from UC San Diego, and originally I decided I wanted to go there because I wanted to go into bioengineering, which I wanted to find the cure for cancer, and I thought that was really cool that I could do that by going into bioengineering. And then I started doing more and more lab work, which is like a chem lab, if you guys have chem lab in high school, or if you see like chem lab experiments in middle school. It was a lot of that, and it wasn't exactly where I wanted to go into, so I started thinking, okay, what else do I want to do? And for some reason, I always loved chemistry, so I went into chemical engineering, and it just happened to stick. It was very hard, but with a lot of motivation and support from other people and from yourself, it's actually doable. I am a testament of that because it was very hard, but I got through it. So propulsion engineering, so I've gotten to build, I help, so Hannah is a prop engineer who's a designer and an analysis and does testing, but I'm actually more of an integrator propulsion engineer. So I get to take the thruster and the tank and all of our other plumbing lines and basically put them all, so watch people put them together and help manage people put them together. There are a lot of lovely program management sort of things that we will not talk about. And watch satellites get built and then tested, and then actually watch your satellite baby get launched into space. So last March, the coolest thing that I got to see in my job, which I'm fresh out of college, I've been there for maybe 2 or 3 years now. Well, that's not really fresh, but you know. We had our very first, world's first all-electric satellite with a dual launch from a SpaceX rocket last March that I got to help put in, watch it get built and go into its launch vehicle. It launched, and then I got to work on a mission control team and talk to it from my desk, which was really cool. And I got to talk to the spacecraft, and the spacecraft just essentially talked back to me with numbers and fun things. So that was cool. Another thing that I really enjoyed doing, and some of just the wonderful things that you can do in an engineering or a math or a science field, is they actually sent me to Mexico City last May, to teach our customer about this mission control lifestyle and how to talk to our satellite when we pass it over to them once we're done with our job. Which was really cool because I didn't think I would ever get to do something to that scale. I actually got to present to customers and teach them things, which was really interesting. I didn't think I had that in me, and then it just kind of goes to show that with a good support system and motivation actually has really helped me get to where I am today. And yes, I worked really hard, but you all have it in you to work really hard. That sounds super cheesy, and I'm so sorry to be providing you with cliches, but it's really true. And then I just did a lot of fun things on the side to help get through that, right? I'm also a part-time yoga instructor. I do travel. It's really cool to be able to have this really awesome career and then just balance it out with other things that make you happy. So never let go of the things that make you really happy because it will help you get through your job. Because some days are a lot better than others. Some days are really, really cool and you get to go to Mexico City or you get to go talk to a spacecraft. Other days you work on some Excel spreadsheets and do some really basic calculations, throw together a PowerPoint, and you present to people who don't want to listen to you. That's just how it goes. There's up days and bad days, right? So if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be somewhere. But yeah, that's where I am.
All right. Hi, my name's Hannah McCallum. I'm a propulsion design and analysis engineer for Virgin Galactic, and I used to work in test, which meant I got to play with rocket engines and make a lot of fire. And that was pretty cool. My day-to-day job in test was essentially climb on I want to call it a giant jungle gym, but my safety people would hate me if I said that. So I worked on a rocket test facility and helped bring it up and build it and do a lot of analysis on it once it was built so that we could start testing Virgin Galactic's liquid rocket engines. And there's differences between liquid, solids, and hybrids, which is a liquid and a solid. So, and design right now, I'm designing different components for the propulsion system, which means I'm designing pieces that will contain the fire, such as gas generators. I'm looking into designing connection points and structural members that will hold one of our engines and connect to one of our tanks. And I can tell you, balancing between two different groups and saying, hi guys, this is what this group is saying, and this is what this group is saying, and they're completely opposite. It's a great, interesting, entertaining job that sometimes involves a little bit of political playing around with saying, people, we need to all agree on this here. Let's see, where am I from? I'm originally from Boulder, Colorado, which is a few states, a little bit east of here, right? Yes. All right. And then I went to school on the far other side of the country in Massachusetts at Worcester Polytechnic Institute, which is about 45 minutes outside of Boston and is a small STEM-focused school. And then I had a couple of internships all around the country, and I spent 8 weeks in Denmark, and I found a job here at Virgin Galactic and spent some time in the Mojave Desert because you can't test a rocket engine with a lot of people around. And it's a little bit loud. And then I moved down here in November to join the design and analysis team. Something I really enjoy. I enjoyed the hands-on components of the test team, and I'm enjoying the fact that even as a designer, I can still touch hardware. And I enjoy the fact that I can make a part at the start of something. Virgin Galactic is designing a spaceship that's going to be dropped from an airplane, which personally I think is pretty cool. And I think I'm pretty lucky to be part of this team.
Carrie Bean, and I'm a mission operations engineer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. My job is that I operate 2 spacecraft for NASA. The main one that I work on right now is called Dawn, which is in the main asteroid belt. And the reason we're going to these asteroids is they are the leftover building blocks of the solar system, and so we are traveling to the dawn of the solar system. So for once, our name is not actually an acronym, unlike NASA, and usually likes acronyms. We're actually a name for a spacecraft. The other one I work on is Opportunity, which is a solar-powered Mars rover that has been on Mars for over 12 years now. Essentially, my job is to translate between the scientists and the engineers to actually get the science done. So I tell the spacecraft, you will take X amount of pictures at this time of day. You barely go do that. So let's see. So I started out actually studying the weather on Mars with all the different Mars rovers while I was in college. I went to Texas A&M for 6 years and got both my bachelor's and master's in meteorology. And I was very fortunate there that a professor was working on these Mars rovers, and he said, "Do you want to come work on them?" And I was like, "Did you really have to ask?" And so luckily I got to meet a lot of people at JPL, and they said, "Well, when you're done, why don't you come work for us?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, that sounds good." So I came out here about, I guess, almost 3 years ago now. Something I really like about my career is that I'm kind of like challenged all the time. I really like the struggle and the fun of solving these really interesting problems and then you get to see the reward. You know, every time there's a new, when we talk to our spacecraft, there's new pictures of a planet that no one has ever seen before. I get to see something for the first time in human history, which is really amazing. I also really like that it's nerdy. If you can't tell by my Han Solo cardigan and my brain here, I kind of like Star Wars, and there's a lot of Star Wars geeks there. I'm also in the R2-D2 Builders Club, so I'm actually building my own R2-D2. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun at JPL. So I'll stop there.
We need to move though. Well, after I just do all of these, maybe our scissors. Take care of it.
Those areas in their pristine or as pristine condition as possible, so that all of the maintenance while right there can continue to be there for hopefully all of you in the future and also other generations. Let's see, something that I really enjoy about I enjoy coming out and talking and meeting all of you. Like I said, I'm the chatterbox, so if you want to go talk to me after that, I will talk your ear off. That's fun.